Hi there. How we doing? Welcome to Quizzo Week 10. Crazy shit. We're in Week 10. Definitely not terrifying at all. If you haven't yet, get your answer sheets. You can see it in the link right over there. Where am I? I'm backwards. Right there. There's the link. Click this. It says it right there. Click it. Read it. I don't know what you want to do. That is my cat. She's meowing. Here's Perla, the real star of the show. She looks mad. I'm not going to talk to her. But get your entry. If you haven't checked it yet, the Quizzo hint was just posted. I did do it a little bit late. As usual, first prize is a Venmo pool, the 50-50. The other half is going to our friends in the East Falls service industry, the East Falls Bar and Restaurant Support Fund. And you, the winner, are walking away with the other half, which so far the last 10 weeks has been about like $100, $200, somewhere around there. Pretty good. Second place tonight. Oh, was that the cat? She's mad. She's out for vengeance. Second place tonight is a gift card medley, which is the same as last week. So if you were that team, maybe not. We can switch some out, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, second place, gift card medley. You're winning gift cards to Spiral Bookcase over in Manayunk, Walkworks, Stuffed Buns, and Deeks. Three of our favorite food trucks. There may or may not be some swappage depending on the teams that get in there. Miss Producer, do you have anything you want to say?
Nope.
No? The cat wants to say something.
I know, she's just talking up a storm down there.
Yeah. Anyway, get your answer sheets over there somewhere. Maybe up there. I don't know where we're at. Instagram. There's nobody here, but I'm going to talk to you anyway. If you need the answer sheets, there's a post and a story. You can see the QR code. Click that. Nobody's here. I'm not going to pretend. We are good. So, round one tonight, as usual, current events. Hope you're in the news. Question one, some local news. Time Magazine's latest issue, called Generation Pandemic, features a photograph taken by a student at which Philadelphia University? Is that it? You got a magazine in front of you. Is that it? What do you got?
It's not.
Oh, is that our King Arthur recipe?
It's a King Arthur recipe.
For Memorial Day. Question one again. Time Magazine's latest issue, called Generation Pandemic, features a photograph taken by a student from which Philadelphia University? I'm going to drink a beer. Tonight I got Old German Premium Lager. Very good. Nice can design. Somebody texted me during Quizzo. That's weird. Oh, it's Google. Google is telling me, it's giving me reminders of things I should do that I ain't going to do. Turn that off. Question two, possibly the first, but definitely not the last. Which filthy, dirty Main Street Manayunk bar announced that it's closing its doors forever? I'm not going to miss it, although I realize I'm in the minority on that. Possibly the first, but definitely not the last. Which filthy, dirty Main Street Manayunk bar announced it's closing its doors forever? Not coming back. That's question two. Some more local news. I'm going to drink some water. This one's, I'm boring. This is water. Or at least that's the story that I'm sticking to. I'd rather that was something besides water. Number three, RIP to which comedian from This Is Spinal Tap, Anchorman, and Best in Show? Is that the cat still?
Mm-hmm. She wants to play downstairs.
She's out for blood. RIP to which comedian from This Is Spinal Tap, Anchorman, and Best in Show? Question three. All good? Okay. I got nothing. It's 10 weeks. 10 weeks is where we're at. Number four, which Los Angeles Laker legend is offering $100 million in loans to minority-owned businesses left out of the PPP loans, which is the Paycheck Protection Plan, I believe is what that stands for, triple P. Which Los Angeles Laker legend is offering $100 million in loans to minority-owned businesses left out of the PPP loan program? Paycheck Protection Plan, that sounds right. Something like that. Good beer. You can get one of these at Billy Murphy's as part of the Citywide sometimes. If Citywides are even a thing. Are they going to be a thing anymore? I don't know. Number five, following Twitter's lead, which other tech company is now allowing its employees to work from home permanently? Following Twitter's lead. So don't write Twitter. Don't put Twitter. You're going to get it wrong. Following Twitter's lead, which other tech company is now allowing its employees to work from home permanently? One of the perks from the coronavirus, I guess. It's always, something good to work from home, I would assume. Number six, which Nordic nation became the country with the highest weekly coronavirus death rate per capita? Yikes. Which Nordic nation became the country with the highest weekly coronavirus death rate per capita? Which Nordic nation? Which I wouldn't have guessed. I would have thought it'd be us, but it's not. We're not Nordic. Oh, here comes the cat. Oh, you're not the cat.
No, I'm not the cat.
Bummer. Number 7. A man in Virginia was arrested this week after robbing a convenience store with what fruit on his head? He's wearing like a mask. If the article has pictures in this round, maybe we'll look it up. A man in Virginia was arrested this week after robbing a convenience store with what fruit on his head? He's wearing it like a mask. Oh, there's the cat. See, there she goes. Run away. She goes. I don't know what she wants. Oh, all right, that's gross. We don't need to see that on camera. That's gross. Sorry you had to see that. Sorry we put you through that, bro. Anyway, number 8. For the first time in living memory, Mount Everest could be clearly seen from which major Nepalese city? How many Nepalese cities can you even name? Really only the one. For the first time in living memory, Mount Everest could be clearly seen from which major Nepalese city? A city in Nepal. For the first time in living memory, Mount Everest can be clearly seen from which Nepal city? That was question 8. This is a very intimate quiz tonight. There's only about 30 people. I think it's a generous number.
It's okay.
Pretty laid back. That's okay. That's where we're at. Number 9. Incredibly rare footage has been found from 1935 of the last living animal in which species? Incredibly rare footage has been found from 1935, almost 100 years old, of the last living animal in which species? Question 9. Should I keep the Instagram feed on or off? There's nobody on it. Nobody has peeked in at all.
I would keep it on so that way it saves it, so you have record of it.
I mean, it saves it when you're done. Yeah. Whatever. Number 10, the last question in the round. After blaming his severe bout of the coronavirus on being overweight, which world leader has declared a war on obesity? After blaming his severe bout of the coronavirus on being overweight, which world leader has declared a war on obesity? He was also a question when he had coronavirus. It was a current event for like a couple weeks.
And when he recovered.
Yeah, for like a couple weeks. He had it. He got worse, then he recovered.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 3 weeks in a row. Anyway, that's all you get from round 1. Here they all are again. Hope you catch them. Number 1, Time Magazine's latest issue, called Generation Pandemic, features a photograph taken by a student from which Philadelphia University? Number 2, possibly the first, but definitely not the last, which filthy, dirty Main Street Manioc bar announced that it's closing its doors forever? Number 3, RIP to which comedian from This Is Spinal Tap, Anchorman, and Best in Show? That one hurts. 4, which Laker legend is offering $100 million in loans to minority-owned businesses left out of PPP loans, the Paycheck Protection Plan or program, whatever, you know what it is. It's not going to help you. Number 5, following Twitter's lead, so don't write Twitter. Following Twitter's lead, which other tech company is now allowing its employees to work from home permanently? 6, which Nordic nation became the country with the highest weekly coronavirus death rate per capita? 7, a man in Virginia was arrested this week after robbing a convenience store with what fruit on his head? He wore it as a mask. It's hilarious. I'm glad the article had pictures. Number 8, for the first time in living memory, Mount Everest could be clearly seen from which city in Nepal? 9, incredibly rare footage has been found from 1935, the last living animal in which species? And number 10, after blaming his severe bout of the coronavirus on being overweight, which world leader has declared a war on obesity? That's all we get. There is round 1. Yeah, and turn those in.
Oh, I like these scores.
You like these scores because they're high or low?
Low.
Oh. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of current events this week. I was kind of struggling. Here is the article, so I'm going to save this. But after people turn it in, after we go over answers, I'm going to turn that in. Let's check out some of these names. Somebody is tagging me in a RoboCop, which is good. Last week I went on a tangent about RoboCop. And yesterday I did a corporate Quizzo where I talked trash on RoboCop. So I'm glad you're here. RoboCop got 89% on Rotten Tomatoes because you and the other 89% are wrong. RoboCop is garbage. Terrible movie. RoboCop got 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's their team name. I don't need to dox anybody. For First row in spreadsheet.
Yeah.
It's my Utley birthday, and I'm locked in quarantine. I don't get that. Oh, I guess Utley for 26. That makes sense.
Oh, I thought she was.
Happy birthday. I think that's what your name is getting at. Mr. Madrigal's Munificent Municipalities. Good to see you guys again. Still haven't tripped me up. Better late than pregnant. Always a good name. Tom Wolf's Cocktails to Go. Good Lord, am I glad cocktails are legal again. Even though Billy Murphy's has been doing it for
I've been drinking Billy
a long
Murphy's.
time. I mean, we've been doing it for a long time. Skippy Butt. That's fucking name. There's one. Skippy Butt Knuckle and the Beefy Queef Factory. Oh, man. I love your name. Never change your name. Skippy Butt Knuckle and the Beefy Queef Factory. Quizzosaurus Rex. Hey, Uncle Cliff, good to see you. Popping in the chat. I hope you're playing. That's cool. Quizzosaurus Rex, 1-800-NANA. That's 1800-NANA. If that's a phone number, you're a little short. Not sure what's going on there. You're a Quizzard Airy. Good to see you guys again. Maybe you're nobody's over here. Good to see you guys again. You're a Quizzard Airy. Sean, who's that guy behind you? What? Whoa. It's just a map. You scared me. You almost got me. Quarantini in my mankini. That's a good name. How has it been 10 weeks? Heck if I know. It's all been one long day. The other day, you probably saw it if you went on my Quizzo hints page, which is the shameless plug. Yesterday, I did a Quizzo hint. Yesterday was 5/20, and I labeled the date of the hint and the Quizzo as 5/13 because like all these days, all these weeks are all kind of the same. So how has it been 10 weeks? Good question. Grady's Biddies, glad you guys are here. Last week's defending runner-ups, I think. I don't think you won. Second place. Dare to be Stupid, glad to see you. Fuzzy and the Cheeks, always a pleasure. We're adorable. I can't see you. I'm going to take you at your word. We're adorable. I believe you. And two guys, a quiz, and a best in show. Good to see you guys. Didn't win last week, but have won in the past. Probably a couple times. Good to see you. Cool, cool. If you got your team name wrong, you can, I don't know, I guess resend it to me. I don't know what you want to do. I don't know. Yeah, you tell me or fix it up in a second. I will know who you are. Just keep your email the same. Okay, we're good to go to round number 2. So round 1 was current events. There it goes forever. Round 2, this one is pretty interesting. So Saturday, it's coming Saturday. It's World Turtle Day, believe it or not. Yeah, okay, World Turtle Day. So this is round all about turtles. There it is. You can see it, bottom left. Right over there, right over there, right over there. I don't know where it is. I don't know what's going on. Take a beer break. Famous turtles, round number 2. Here we go. If you're just jumping in, which I think a couple people are, here is the link to the answer sheets. Where did it go? Ooh, it's all the way up at the top now. If you're just jumping in, you want to play, there's your answer sheets. Right over there. Right over there. Somewhere. Copy this link. Copy this link right there. I don't know how to make it clickable. It's a video. We don't have that technology yet. If you want to jump in, better late than never, right? We'll give you a score for round 2. We'll figure it out because there's like 3 teams here tonight. So go ahead and do that. And we're going to go to round 2. Hope you catch it. Here's the link. It's going away. It's going away. Did you catch it? Goodbye. There it goes. Round 2, question 1. Because the BBC deemed the word ninja to be excessively violent, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles debuted under what other name in the United Kingdom? How can you do a round about turtles and not ask about the Ninja Turtles at the top? Excuse me, I'm disgusting. Because the BBC deemed the word ninja to be excessively violent, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles debuted under what other name in the United Kingdom? How can you not talk about the Ninja Turtles first in a roundabout Ninja Turtles, in a roundabout Turtles, excuse me. Number 2, a grass type Pokemon for some reason. Turtwig, Turtwig, is a starter Pokemon in which 2 games? Which I think that's probably going to be one answer, 1 point, because they're always in pairs. We'll figure that out. It's a problem for Miss Producer. Don't tell her she's not listening. A grass type Pokemon, Turtwig, Turtwig. I think that's like Turtlewig. I don't know. Is a starter Pokemon in which 2 Pokemon games? 2 answers, but really only 1 point because they're always in pairs. You'll figure it out. Number 3, in Finding Nemo, Marlin and Dory are rescued by a school of sea turtles led by which surfer dude? I like him. One of my favorite characters from modern day cinema, if you can call it that. In Finding Nemo, Marlin and Dory are rescued by a school of sea turtles led by which surfer dude? I spelled Dory wrong in the questions. I don't know if you see it, if you've noticed it yet. But I'm glad I remembered that from memory, because otherwise I would have said Marlin and Dotue. I don't know what that means, but it's Marlin and Dory. What's the name of the surfer dude from Finding Nemo? Question 3. Good beer. Good beer.
Oh, but the answer's right.
The answer's right. I just didn't spell check for question 3.
Totally fine.
Hello, Instagram. There's people watching. Heck yeah.
Yay.
Glad to see you. If you're just jumping in, if you go to my post in my story, you can see a QR code. That's where your answer sheets are. Click that and play along. We're in round 2. I'm about to read question number 4. Good to see you. I hope you stick around, which doesn't look like you did. Number 4, armed with a shell that's also a flying saucer for some reason, Gamera, Gamera, is a cheap imitation of which other legendary Japanese lizard monster? It is a gimme. Disgusting. Armed with a shell that's also a flying saucer for some reason, Gamera, Gamera, is a cheap imitation of which other legendary Japanese lizard? And Gamera, I only know him because he's on a bunch of Mystery Science Theater 3000 episodes. I don't know if I ever showed you that. It's like the one they watch, like cheesy old terrible sci-fi movies. It's like the dude and the 2 robots, and they always riff on it.
That's funny.
It's great. It's hilarious, and they make fun of Gamera a lot.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm fun at parties. Number 5, the king of the pond. Yertle the turtle stands on the backs of his underlings in an attempt to reach the moon until which turtle situated on the bottom burped, which caused the whole tower to fall. Question 5. The king of the pond, Yertle the turtle, stands on the backs of his underlings in an attempt to reach the moon, because how dare there be something higher than Yertle the turtle in the pond, until which turtle situated on the bottom burped, causing the whole tower to crumble and fall. That's question 5. I could have asked about Yertle. I thought that was too easy. So I'm going to ask you about the other guy from the book Yertle the Turtle. There you go. Check in on the comments. No comments over here yet. Okay. Number 6, the star of both a series of books by Paulette Bourgeois and later 2 TV shows, which young turtle could count by 2s and tie his shoes, as stated in the opening line of every book, and I believe every episode. At least every episode I remember. The star of both a series of books by Paulette Bourgeois and later 2 TV shows, which young turtle could count by 2s and tie his shoes, as stated in the opening line of every book, and probably every episode, but don't quote me on that. Question 6. We are almost out of beer. This is about halfway done. I got one more, and that's all the beer I got. So in round 3, I honestly might go just make a beer run to Wissahickon. And Wissahickon closed, though. Everybody's closed at like 8 o'clock.
I know.
I guess I got to suffer. I do want to take a beer run in the middle of Quizzo. I think that'd be hilarious. Do Quizzo like on the run.
You do it at the very end, in between when I'm grading.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still not gonna. Whatever. Moving right along. Number 7, often pessimistic. Which best friend of Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life fits the category? Which, if you forgot, right over there. In case you forgot, it's Turtles. It's right there. Often pessimistic. Which best friend of Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life fits the category? Category again. Over there. Over there. Over there. Turtles. Who fits the category? Oh, everybody's saying GoPuff has beer. That's right. But GoPuff takes like an hour.
Yeah, and I'm picky about what I like.
Yeah, well, you're picky. I just like beer, but it also takes so long now that they moved.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that is a good option, beer delivery. Thank you for pointing that out. I will definitely put that in my back pocket. Excuse me. Number 8, John Steinbeck uses the tortoise, which is kind of sort of a turtle, as an emblem of the resolve and persistence of the Okies that travel west across the country in which Pulitzer Prize-winning book? Some literature there for question 8. John Steinbeck uses the turtle as an emblem of resolve and persistence of the Okies that travel west across the country in hopes of a better life in which Pulitzer Prize-winning book? GoPuff is quick in our neighborhood. I haven't found that to be the case. Everybody that's telling me GoPuff is quick, I haven't found that to be the case. They used to be on Ridge, like a mile that way. And then they moved. I don't know where they moved to, but now it takes, well, it's not an hour. I exaggerated. But it took like a half hour for GoPuff to get here. Kind of a rip. I don't know. I exaggerated. It's not really an hour. It's like 20 minutes. Hello, Instagram. I hope you're here to stay. Or not. Spoilers. Number 9, Fastitocolon. I probably didn't say that right. Fastitocalon. Fastitocolon is a poem about a large sea turtle in Middle Earth. By which author? And I think that's a gimme. I think the way I worded it is a pretty big gimme. Fastitocolon. Fastitocolon. Yeah. Fastitocolon. Fastitocalon is a poem about a large sea turtle in Middle Earth. By which author? Fastitocolon. Fastitocolon? Fastitocolon? That's not it.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't change the answer. Oh, it might. It might. Yo, everybody is yelling at me about GoPuff. But thank you for saying my French is amazing. I took 2 semesters. I got like a B-, C+, somewhere in that range. And then I haven't used it since. So I'm glad you like it. I don't know. Better than my English. And number 10, the last question in the round. Led by mascot Testudo, which Big Ten schools' sports teams are called the Terrapins? Led by their mascot Testudo, which Big Ten schools' sports teams are called the Terrapins? Do we know anybody that went there? I don't think we know anybody that went there. Yeah. If you need the answer sheet, you can go ahead and click that link I sent you or type in that link. Do it in a separate tab and do the windows or flip back and forth as long as you get to hear my lovely baritone voice.
Your lovely baritone voice is putting the cat asleep. She's like passed out right there.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Anyway, that's all we get from round number 2. Here they all are again if you need them. Number 1, because BBC deemed the word ninja to be excessively violent, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles debuted under what other name in the United Kingdom? Number 2, a grass-type Pokemon, Turtwig, Turtwig, is a starter Pokemon in which 2 games? Sorry for the people that don't play Pokemon. It's probably going to age you out. Number 3, in Finding Nemo, Marlin and Dory are rescued by a school of sea turtles led by which surfer dude? 4, armed with his shell that's also a flying saucer for some reason. They never really talk about that. Gamera is a cheap imitation of which other legendary Japanese lizard monster? Question 5, the king of the pond, Yertle the turtle, stands on the backs of his underlings in an attempt to reach the moon until which turtle situated on the bottom burps and causes the whole tower to fall? Question 6, the star of both a series of books and later 2 TV shows, which young turtle could count by 2s and tie his shoes, as stated in the opening line of every book? 7, often pessimistic, which best friend of Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life fits the category? 8, John Steinbeck uses the tortoise as an emblem of the resolve and persistence of the Okies to travel west across the country in which book? 9, Fastitocolon, I probably didn't say that right, is a poem about a large sea turtle in Middle Earth by which author? And number 10, led by Testudo, their mascot, which Big Ten schools' sports teams are called the Terrapins? There you go, 10 questions on turtles.
I have a question.
Sure. Usually I ask the questions, but I can answer one.
Is round 2 2 points or 1 point?
Question 2? Mm-hmm. I don't know. What do you think? It's 2 different games, but they're always like together. So you want to do 1 point or 2? What do you think? I don't know.
2. Or, yeah, 2 points.
1 for game 1, 1 for game 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds good. So that was an 11-point round. 11 points on turtles. There you go. Good for answers, not scores of round 1.
You can actually do both.
Okay, I'm not gonna though. All right, so that was round 2 on turtles. We're gonna jump back to answers for round number 1, which was current events. And judging by the looks of it, not a lot of you read the news. That's all right. Round 1, question 1. Time Magazine's latest issue called Generation Pandemic features a photograph taken by a student from Drexel University. How bad? A lot of you had some choice words for Drexel. I don't think you're far off. I'll leave it at that. Number 2, possibly the first, but definitely not the last. Which filthy, dirty Main Street Manioc bar closed? That's Mad River, which I think everybody but like 3 people got looking at it.
Someone wrote something mean about that other one. I forget what it's called.
Where? I don't see that.
Pitchers Pub. They're like, Pitchers, I hope.
Oh, yeah. I see it now.
Who
yeah.
said that?
Pitchers, I have no idea, but I hope so. Great answer. I can't give you credit, though, but yeah. Number 3, RIP to which comedian? That's Fred Willard. Nobody missed it. 4, which Laker legend is offering $100 million in loans? That's Magic Johnson. Number 5, following Twitter's lead, which other tech company is now allowing its employees to work from home? That's Square. If you wrote Squarespace, it's kind of the same thing. We gave it to you. One of you still wrote Twitter. I don't know why. I told you not to write Twitter. It's in the question, but you did it anyway. That's okay. You just didn't get the point. Maybe you weren't listening. I don't know. Number 6, which Nordic nation became the country with the highest weekly coronavirus death rate per capita? That was Sweden. Sweden, believe it or not. Number 7, a man in Virginia was arrested this week after robbing a convenience store with a watermelon on his head. And oh my God, it is hilarious. Look at this article. Pull it up. Click this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at him. Look at him. He's got a watermelon on his head, and it's so funny. Look at this. He's wearing a watermelon as a mask. How funny is that? Look at this.
An asshole.
That's hilarious. No, he's funny. That's funny. I mean, don't rob a convenience store, but if you're going to do it, at least be funny about it. So 7 was watermelon. 8, for the first time in living memory, Mount Everest could be clearly seen from Kathmandu. Kathmandu. Number 9, incredibly rare footage has been found from 1935. The last living animal, the Tasmanian tiger. If you gave the scientific name thylacine, it counted. Thylacine, Tasmanian tiger, kind of the same thing. And number 10, after blaming his severe bout of the coronavirus on being overweight, which world leader has declared a war on obesity? That's Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson. There's round 1. People are yelling at me, but I didn't read it. Let's see. What are we doing? Squarespace is not Square. I would like to debate that one answer. Facebook will now let some employees. So Facebook says some employees work from home, not all employees. So
I don't think anyone wrote Squarespace.
Nobody wrote Squarespace. That's just me talking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. I see. A lot of people wrote Facebook, so we'll check that. I'm gonna hold on our Facebook answer, but I promise we will look between our videos, between this one and the recap. But for now, I'm gonna hold to it. But you don't know your score, so it's okay. But yeah, Square and Squarespace.
Y'all did fine. Calm down.
Square and Squarespace, probably 2 different companies, but nobody wrote Squarespace, so it doesn't matter. I was talking out of my butt. So you can go ahead and stop yelling at me now. That's how we're doing it. Anyway, we're going to transition to round number 3. We are almost at the end of May. It also happens to be Grandpa Simpson's birthday this week, and definitely not anybody else that I know, only Grandpa Simpson. So in Grandpa Simpson's honor, and nobody else's honor, here's a round on May birthdays. And if you've played my Quizzo before, you know how round 3 works. If you don't, I'm going to tell you. Even if you do, I'm going to tell you again anyway. I'm going to turn my face off. You're going to see a slideshow. It's very high tech. You're going to see a slideshow of 10 people. These are all people that have birthdays in May. All you got to do is name this person. If it's well, these are all real people, so I don't need to tell you name the actor. But these are all real people with real birthdays in this real month. So go ahead and do that. I'm going to load this up. Here we go. Click this. Did that do it? I think that did it. Yeah, click this. Click this. May birthdays. And Instagram, I got you. Here you go. Flipping over. May birthdays. Name these people. And we'll go through them twice. Don't worry. Here's number 1. See, I like this round because I can't see the comments. So nobody can yell at me. Can't see them. Name that May birthday. Number 2. Can't quite make out his tattoo, but if I could, I think that'd be an answer. 3, and it should go without saying, it's the big guy, not none of the little guys. We'll go through these twice. I know it's kind of fast. 4. Nice picture there of person number 4. Name these May birthdays. 5. Great photo. Great black and white photo right there for number 5. 6. Yes. Positive.
Okay.
Number 6. 7. I don't like his face. I don't think he's a nice guy. But that's not the question. Number 8. Name that May birthday person. 9. Whose tattoo I also can't read. I think it says Dream? Durham? I don't know. 10. Don't worry, we'll go through these again. I know that's kind of quick. It's like 8 seconds a piece, 10 seconds a piece. We'll go through. May birthdays. Number 1, which I think has been the first question for like 2 months now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Have you seen question number 1? I think it's been number 2. I think number 1 has been number 1 of round 3 for like 2 months, 2 straight months. Number 2. 3. And again, the big guy, not none of the little guys, although they may or may not have May birthdays. I don't know. 4. Nice headshot there. Great picture. 5. Try to get the glare for you there. The 2 people on Instagram. 6. 7. There's a cat. Look at Instagram. There's a cat. Instagram only.
Say hi, Papa.
8. 9.
Hey, baby.
10. I won't go through them a third time, but more of a review. As if a full slate there.
Oh, people are getting like 100%. There's no real.
Yeah, I think this round was stupid easy. But this is how we do it. I can't change now. It's week number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's all you get. Turn them in. I don't think anybody's going to miss it, but that's okay. Hello.
You're welcome to give out answers for round
Got it.
2.
Click this. Click this. Hello. Good to see you. Give me 1 second. Close this down. Okay. Here we go. All right. I think round 3 was pretty easy. And looking at the scores pouring in, it looks like you did too, which is
round
good.
2 or 3?
Round 3. What did I say?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you said round 2 because round 2 people sucked.
Well, I made round 2 hard and round 3 easy. Kind of balances out. That's how I do it.
Okay.
And yeah, looking at your answers, there's a couple people are going to slip up, but for the most part, it looks like everybody's getting 9s and 10s, which is good. That's always what you want to see. Cool. So we're going to jump back to answers, not scores, for round number 2. If you want scores, you got to check out the recap video. It's clickbaity. I don't know how I feel, but I'm going to keep doing it. As a refresher, it was turtles. Turtles. Number 1, because BBC deemed the word ninja to be excessively violent, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles debuted in the name Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles in the UK. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, not ninja. They might be ninja now. I don't know. Number 2, a grass-type Pokemon, Turtwig, is a starter Pokemon in which 2 games? It was Diamond and Pearl. Where do we land? That was 2 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So if you wrote Diamond, you got a point. If you wrote Pearl, you got a point. If you wrote them both, you got 2. That's how that works. Number 3.
Maybe like 2 people got them both.
Did somebody get one but not the other?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maybe like one person got Diamond or whatever.
I mean, we announced the answers.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what that was. Number 3, in Finding Nemo, Marlin and Dory are rescued by a school of sea turtles led by Crush. It was Crush. Number 4, armed with a shell that's also a flying saucer for some reason, Gamera is a cheap imitation of Godzilla. How many people got that one right, Miss Producer? A
lot of people got Godzilla right.
Everybody but 2 people, which is good. That's good. I thought that one was kind of easy. Number 5, the king of the pond, Yertle the turtle, stands on the backs of his underlings in an attempt to reach the moon until Mac the turtle burps. A lot of you put Myrtle for this one, which I think is a good guess, but Myrtle wasn't the burper. That was Mac. It was Mac. So sorry, because it looks like only 3 people. What was our count on this one? got it right.
I don't know.
2 people got it right. Yikes. Okay, well, that's good because that was a hard question and a hard round. Number 6, the star of both a series of books and later 2 TV shows. Which young turtle could count by twos and tie his shoes? That was Franklin. Franklin the Turtle. Number 7, often pessimistic. Which best friend of Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life fits the category? It's Filbert, also a street in Philadelphia. Number 8, John Steinbeck uses the tortoise as an emblem of the resolve and persistence of the Okies in Grapes of Wrath. Some good, let me read that. 11th grade?
Something like that.
11th grade English class reading. Number 9, Fastito Calend. I haven't said it the same way. I still don't know which one's right. Is a poem about a large sea turtle in Middle East by J.R.R. Tolkien. Tolkien, if you're one of those people. Middle Earth was kind of the giveaway there. And number 10, led by Testudo. Which Big Ten school's sports teams are called the Terrapins? That's the University of Maryland. Shout out to the one person who put Penn State. No, very wrong. Maybe that was kind of a jokey answer. I don't know. Maybe you're smarter than me. Let's check in on our Venmo pool, see where we are at. Click this, click this. Of course, half of this Venmo pot is going to you, the winner. The other half is going to our friends in the East Falls service industry. The East Falls Bar and Restaurant Support Fund at tinyurl.com/Falls Fund. We are at $72. All right. I mean, this is kind of an intimate quiz, though, so that might be about our range. I think we can get past 100. I think we can get there. I think we can do it. Maybe I'll throw in some of my own money at the service fund. And whatever. That was round 3. We're going to jump to round 4. So this one, I hope it's a good round. It takes a little bit of explaining. So May 18th, which was earlier this week, is something called No Dirty Dishes Day. All right. We have a dishwasher and a sink that always have dirty dishes in them. So we didn't follow it. But it was No Dirty Dishes Day, May 18th. I took No Dirty Dishes to be No Dirty Words. Kind of an interesting spin there. So these are all censorship substitute words. No dirty words. So again, I realize having to explain it means it's not going to be a good round, but we're going to figure it out together. So all of these answers, kind of esoteric, but they sound like curse words, but aren't curse words. Do we get it? Is that clear? No, you're right. It's not. You'll figure it out. They're words that are a substitute for dirty words, or they are kind of dirty, but I assure you are not dirty because I can't curse on the internet. Something like that. You'll figure it out. This is going to be grueling. Number 1, in botany, which part of the plant includes the appendages, the leaves, and lateral buds? And remember, these are censorship substitute words. And I think I can tell you this. The first 7 are inspired by George Carlin's 7 Dirty Words. 7 dirty words you can't say on TV. So don't go looking that up. But that's where the first 7 are from. Number 1 again, in botany, which part of the plant includes the appendages, the leaves, and lateral buds? Question 1. Somebody saying, did you say we don't get points if we just put Maryland? If you put Maryland, you got it right.
Oh, yeah, they all got it right.
One jerk off said Penn State, so that person didn't get it. I think it's kind of a joke. But if you wrote Maryland, it's good. You got it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, round 4, question 2. The 16th letter of the alphabet, which Latin and really English, which Latin English letter sounds like pi in Greek, but looks like rho? Yeah, all right. So think back to your George Carlin's 7 dirty words. That's word number 2. The 16th letter of the alphabet, which Latin/English letter sounds like the Greek letter pi, but looks like the Greek letter rho? There you go. Censorship substitute words, or no dirty words, along those lines. Number 3, what type of confectionery is made by mixing sugar, butter, and milk, heating it to 240 degrees Fahrenheit, and then beating the mixture while it cooks so that it acquires a smooth and creamy consistency? That one's for all the bakers in the room. What type of confectionery is made by mixing sugar, butter, and milk, and then heating it to 240 degrees Fahrenheit before beating the mixture while it cools so that it acquires a smooth and creamy consistency? Getting hungry just thinking about it. We're almost at the end of flannel season. I'm starting to...
I know. It's funny when I do your laundry, it's like I do less and less flannels each week. Also, yeah, like flannels.
So hot. Well, I don't go anywhere. Whatever. Number 4, headlined by the songs Be Nice to Me and A Long Time, A Long Way Ago. What is the name of Todd Rundgren's debut album? Which is also the subject of a good joke on 30 Rock, if you can remember that obscure reference. Headlined by the songs Be Nice to Me and A Long Time, A Long Way to Go. What is the name of Todd Rundgren's debut album? And remember, this is censorship substitute words or no dirty words because it sounds dirty, and I assure you they're not. If you can remember George Carlin's 7 dirty words, you can kind of play along a little bit. But remember, don't look them up. That's cheating. Don't do that. Number 5, often heard early in the morning. What sounds do male chickens commonly make? Often heard early in the morning. What sounds do male chickens commonly make? And there may be some sway on that one, but remember the category. That's number 5. I'm going to take a water break. A little hot in here with the flannel shirt on. Speaking of flannel shirts, number 6, fronted by the deceased Andrew Woods, members of which Seattle grunge band would later go on to massive fame as 2/3 of the rhythm section in Pearl Jam. Fronted by the deceased Andrew Woods, members of which Seattle grunge band, again, wearing flannel, I had to, members of which Seattle grunge band would later go on to massive fame as 2/3 of the rhythm section in Pearl Jam. Number 6. Number 6. Ooh, somebody's yelling over here. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody's listening anywhere. Number 7, the largest institute of higher learning in Japan, Tokyo Tech, is also commonly known by what acronym? I'm a child. The largest institute of higher learning in Japan, Tokyo Tech, is also commonly known by what acronym? Sorry, I'm disgusting. The largest institute of higher learning in Japan, Tokyo Tech, is commonly known by what acronym? Number 7. Number 8, more French. Jesus, why do I give myself so many French questions? Where's like all Spanish and German that I can actually understand? Whatever. Number 8, printed in the original French as La Base, L-A with the thing over it, dash B-A-S. Which book is J.K. Heisman's most famous novel? That is super obscure, and I'm sorry, even I don't have confidence in that one. Printed in the original French as La Base, L-A with a thing over it, dash B-A-S. Which book is J.K. Heisman, H-U-Y-S-M-A-N-S, his most famous novel? All right. Yeah, that one was hard to find a question for. It didn't have the curse word in it. You'll see when I tell you. It'll make more sense when I tell you the answer. Listen, not all rounds are winners. Number 9, moving right along. A deciduous hardwood tree found throughout the northern hemisphere. The bark of which tree can be used to make a drink made famous by the Pennsylvania Dutch? One of my favorite drinks back when I used to drink this type of stuff. A deciduous hardwood tree found throughout the northern hemisphere. The bark of which tree can be used to make a drink made famous by the Pennsylvania Dutch? Give me the tree. You can give me the drink too, I guess. The answer's kind of in there. But I was looking for the tree, so give me the tree. And number 10, the last question of the evening. Will Friedle and Matthew Lawrence, from Boy Meets World fame, starred as hockey players for the Delaware Demons and Annapolis Angels in which 90s TV movie? I don't think it was a DCOM, Disney Channel original movie, but it was a Disney product. I don't know if that's helpful or not. Will Friedle and Matthew Lawrence starred as hockey players for the Delaware Demons and Annapolis Angels in which 90s made-for-TV movie? It was a Disney movie. I don't think it was on the Disney Channel, though. I don't think it was a DCOM, as the children say. I don't know. DCOM. How about it? All right, that's all we get for round number 4. I hope it worked out great. If it didn't, I'm sorry. You won't see it again for ever. Here they all are again. Number 1, in botany, which part of the plant includes the appendages, the leaves, and lateral buds? Number 2, the 16th letter of the alphabet, which Latin/English letter sounds like the Greek letter pi, but looks like the Greek letter rho? Number 3, what type of confectionery is made by mixing sugar, butter, and milk, heating it to 240, and then beating the whole thing while it cools, so it acquires a smooth and creamy consistency? 4, headlined by the songs Be Nice to Me and A Long Time, A Long Way to Go, what is the name of Todd Rundgren's debut album? 5, often heard early in the morning, What sounds do male chickens commonly make? It sounds dirty. I assure you it's not dirty. 6, fronted by the dead Andrew Woods, members of which Seattle grunge band would later go on to massive fame in Pearl Jam. Excuse me. I'm disgusting. 7, the largest institute of higher learning in Japan. Tokyo Tech is also commonly known by what acronym? 3 letters. I'll tell you it's 3 letters. Number 8, printed in the original French as La Base, L-A with a thing over it, - B-A-S. Which book is J.K. Heisman's most famous novel? Good luck if you're going to get that one. Maybe that's for the AP Lit nerds in the room. You all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 9, a deciduous hardwood tree found throughout the northern hemisphere. The bark of which tree can be used to make a drink made famous by the Pennsylvania Dutch? And number 10, Will Friedle and Matthew Lawrence from Boy Meets World starred as hockey players for the Delaware Demons and Annapolis Angels in which 90s made-for-TV movie? All right, that is the end of round 4. Turn them in. I'm going to give you answers to round number 3.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, there's score from round 3 if you want, 2 and 3 if you want.
Save that for the second video. Little clickbaity. So thinking back,
this was a terrible round.
Yeah, I'm thinking that round wasn't too good. That's okay. Hey, listen, not all rounds can be winners. If you couldn't tell,
try something new.
That's what I get for trying something new. That's why I repeat questions. Anyway, think back to round 3. Think back to that slideshow. I'm not going to pull it up. I already put it away. Think back to that. Number 1 was Grandpa Simpson. You got credit if you wrote Abe. Same shit. Second curse word. Number 2 is David Beckham. Only a handful of you got that. All right. 3 was Andre the Giant. 4 was Audrey Hepburn. 5 was James Brown. 6 was Adele. 7, Billy Joel. 8 was Will Arnett, BoJack Horseman himself. Only a handful of people got that one, too. 9 was Black China. You knew that if you clicked on my website. Right there for you in the taking for a Quizzo hand. And 10 was Ellie Kemper from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which I realized in the slideshow was the background. Somebody's asking for round 4, question 2. Sure. Round 4, question 2. The 16th letter of the alphabet. Which Latin letter sounds like the Greek letter pi, but looks like the Greek letter rho? Not that clear, but think back to George Carlin's 7 dirty words. Said them all in my head. I hope you heard them. That's the first 7, and the other 3 are like common curse words. Some of my favorite curse words. I think that's it. Can you think of anything else, Miss Producer?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, let's take one last look at the Venmo pool, see where we're at. I think it's going to jump up. It usually does by the time I call people out. It's refreshing. We're up to $82. Thank you very much to people that have donated. I'm going to leave the lines open, and then when we start the recap video, we're going to stop it there, put it there. So first place, you're getting half of that pot, which right now is $40-some. A little low, but it's an intimate Quizzo tonight. Second place, you're getting a gift card medley, Spiral Bookcase, Walkworks, Stuff Buns, and Deeks. All digital this week, so I don't need your addresses. Counterside is you don't get my wonderful pens. Okay, sure. Round 4, question 6. Somebody's asking. Round 4, question 6. Fronted by the dead Andrew Woods, members of which Seattle grunge band would later go on to massive fame as 2/3 of the rhythm section in Pearl Jam. There you go. Round 4, question 6. Do we have anything else to add? I think we're set.
No, I mean, I'm almost actually done grading.
Cool. So it's 8:50 now. Come back at 9:20. We're going to show you final scores and answers to round 4 and also every other round, but you heard them all. Yeah, keep donating to Venmo. Show our service industry's friends some love. If we don't get to 100, I'm going to give them some money and you'll still get half the pool. That's how it works. See you then. See you half hour.